week's Mommy in Heels YouTube video. It is the first Thursday of the month, which means it is time for my Everyday Gal series. In this series, I take something that might be a little bit complicated, hard to understand, confusing, and I take it down a few notches and hopefully try and make it more doable and easier to incorporate into your everyday life. So this month's Everyday Gal series is about a beauty tool that I personally think everyone should have in their makeup bag. I just started using it a few months ago. I don't know why it took me so long to try it. I think because I was kind of confused by it and I didn't know what the big deal was about it. But I am talking about the Beauty Blender. It is a squishy, like sponge-like makeup tool that works wonders. I use it every single day and I don't know how I ever lived without it. So let's give you the Beauty Blender basics. You've seen me use it before. I will link that YouTube video below so you can see me actually using it and applying makeup. Obviously, I have my full makeup on already. I will link those videos so you can see me actually using it. But this video is just to give you sort of the basic rundown of what a Beauty Blender is, why it's so awesome, and how to clean it. So let's get started. One of the things I love about the Beauty Blender is it's not really like a one-trick pony. Like, you can use it definitely for your foundation. That's what I use it for. But you can also use it for concealer, tinted moisturizer, cream blush. If you have cream eyeshadow, you can use it for that as well. So you can use it for multiple things, not just for applying your foundation, which is totally awesome. Anything that I can use more than one way is great for me because I feel like I'm saving money. One great use of this, actually, to use it dry, you can use it to erase mistakes. So let's say you apply too much blush or your foundation is a little bit heavy and you need to kind of like dial it down a few notches. You can use it dry to kind of blend it and buff it a little bit more. So this is a great eraser for any mistakes that you might have. So I like to keep a dry one on hand just for that reason, because sometimes you do accidentally apply too much blush and you don't want to kind of start over. And I hate using my hands to kind of like rub it because I feel like I'm just wiping all of my makeup off. So a dry Beauty Blender is great for that. Now, to use it though, to apply like your foundation and things like that, it has to be wet. So you can see, and this is like obviously I use this every day. This is a wet Beauty Blender. It is still spongy like the dry one, but you can see the difference in size. It's the exact same Beauty Blender. This one is just wet and this one is dry. So what I usually do is before I do my hair, I do my hair before I do my makeup every day. So before I do my hair, I just soak this, like, and you really, really want to saturate it. Just soak it under the faucet, squeeze it dry. I usually squeeze it some more in just like a bath towel or whatever, and I just let it sit. That way it's ready by the time I'm ready to use it. So you have, like, if you want to apply your foundation, you gotta use it wet. What I love about applying my foundation with the Beauty Blender is it kind of gives you like a streak-free, airbrushed look to your makeup. Before I use the Beauty Blender, I used to just use my hand and just kind of like rub it in, and I thought that that was fine. But using this, it just applies so much smoother. I use the large sides to apply all over my face, and you just kind of do like a dab roll. You don't scrub. You definitely don't scrub with this, but you just kind of do like a dab and a roll. And then the corner I use to get into like all the nooks and crannies to help blend my concealer, any extra foundation that I feel like I need around my nose or anything like that. They also come, Beauty Blenders also come in like other shapes and sizes. This is a really great one to use as well. I like it because I feel like it's pointed a little bit more than my other one, so I really feel like I can get like under my eyes well and any other spots that I feel like I need extra coverage. Speaking of extra coverage, what's great is you get more coverage with less product. When I was applying my foundation with my hand, I was using 2 pumps of my CC cream, and I still felt like that kind of wasn't enough. A lot of the product was actually just staying on my hands. So with using my Beauty Blender, I only use about 1 pump, maybe a little tiny like dab of a pump in addition to the one, but I typically don't use more than 1 pump. So you definitely get more coverage using less product. So your products will last a lot longer, essentially saving you money, which is really great. So not only does it save you money, but it also gives you an airbrush look. So seriously, like how awesome is that? Now typically you should clean this after every use. I don't always do that, but you should, because just with a lot of the makeup that's in here and the bacteria that can kind of grow in this, you should clean it after every use and replace it. Typically, there's a fuzzy flying right by my face. Typically every couple of months or so. I have had this for too long. Like you can see it's starting to like come apart and everything. So I've had this for just a tad too long. But there are some people that replace it like every couple of weeks just because they use it that much. Again, I do use this every day, so I should be replacing it more frequently. But if you clean it properly, then you shouldn't have to replace it so soon. To clean it, you can use several different things. Beauty Blender actually comes out with their own cleanser that you can purchase. So you can use that. Obviously, they're meant specifically for this. You can also use baby soap or like baby shampoo. It's like really light enough to help clean it, but you don't realize how much product is in here. So you just need to keep rinsing and cleaning until the water is clear. And then you can also, in my research, I found that you can also use a combination of dish soap, just your basic dish soap, nothing with like the extra aloe or scents or anything like that, just your basic dish soap and extra virgin olive oil. So that combination together really gets this clean and keeps the Beauty Blender intact and the way it should be, so you get more usage out of it. Okay, so just to recap, to apply your foundation, it has got to be wet. Just really saturate it with water, squeeze out the excess water, and use this wet to apply your foundation. Less product, you can use less product with it. It gives you more of an airbrush look, which is totally awesome. The large side for your face, and just kind of do this. This is how you use it, and you'll get really fast with it too. The corners, you can also use another one as well to get into the nooks and crannies of your face, under your eyes, around your nose and mouth if you need to. Cool thing about Beauty Blender is it's multi-use. You can use this dry as an eraser. So again, like I said earlier, apply too much blush, way too much foundation or bronzer or something, and you kind of need to buff it out. This is when you can actually kind of like scrub it to help erase your mistake or whatever it is that you need to fix. So, wet Beauty Blender, dry Beauty Blender. And there you have it. Super easy, super simple. If you guys have any additional questions about Beauty Blenders, how to use them, where to get them, whatever, just let me know. It's pretty easy to learn. The first time I bought one, I didn't know you had to wet it, so I was using it and was like, what the heck, this thing sucks. I don't understand why everyone loves it so much. Then I researched it a little bit, started using it correctly, and now I don't know why I waited so long to start using one, because it is amazing and it works wonders, and I absolutely love it. Cannot recommend it enough. And they come in all colors, shapes, sizes, price points. So I will link a bunch below for you so you have different options to choose from, and the ones that I use specifically as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's Everyday Gal series, and I will see you next week. Have a good day.